It's no secret South Georgia produces some of the top talent across a lot of sports. Women's basketball, one of them. Early County's Makayla Timpson is headed to the W. The Florida State Seminole was selected 19th overall by the Indiana Fever. Our Morgan Jackson sat down with her to talk playing basketball in Blakely, to hearing her name called on Monday.
I am so excited. I feel like out of all the interviews I've done, I'm most excited for this one because it's like the little girl inside me is like, I'm interviewing a WNBA player. Like, I'm so excited to be talking to you. Has it set in for you yet? Like, I'm going to play in the league?
I don't really think so. I don't think it's just set in all the way yet. I'm still shocked about it, and I don't think it just got to me yet. Maybe once I get there, and then just be in the environment and be around the other players and the coaches and the staff. I think that's when it's gonna sit in the most for me.
Walk me through the last, I guess, 30 minutes before you heard your name called. What was going on? What was going through your mind? How were you feeling?
I was feeling pretty good. Like I was just anxious, I didn't know when I was gonna get called or what number, so I was just sitting there anxious a little bit, but just excuse me, just good to be around my family, and all my people there. Like all of those people are my family, honestly. So just being around them just kept me going, and we were all just anticipating when I was gonna get called, but having them in my corner was amazing.
You're from a small town, Edison, Georgia. Not a lot of people have heard of it, I'm sure. What does it mean to you to be able to represent South Georgia on such a big stage?
It means a lot to me, just a small town, a community where like we all know each other and we basically all family, but to have a big inspiration to the people back home and just showcasing that things are possible no matter where you come from or the place that you may live in. So anything that you can do, you can put your mind to it as long as you work hard and have a great support system behind you, then you can do anything you wish to do in the world.
You talk about having a good support system. Tallahassee, right down the road from here in South Georgia. What impacted having that fan base so close to where you're playing in college impact you making it to this point in your career?
I would say, my family, they just kept pushing me, having that support every game. And also when they came and saw me, on some road trips or some little tournaments that we went to. But it was important, family is important to me, coming from a small town. We're big on being family oriented, but also just that support just kept me going throughout my career, having some people that support me, no matter what I go through the good and the bad, and who just sees the greatness in me. That's just always something that I'm grateful for.
Coach Kimmy Graham, I text her and I'm like, hey, I would love to do the interview with Makayla. Can you like help facilitate it for me? How's y'all's relationship grown from just like the potential she saw in you as a Bobcat to now obviously going to the Fever?
Our relationship just has been the same ever since we were in high school together. She was trying to get me to play, varsity when I was like in eighth grade, but we've been knowing each other since my middle school years. She would come over and watch me play on the middle school team and just say like how super excited she was for me to come to high school and make an impact on her team. But our relationship has been the same, but I mean, from start to finish, she's always been the same person, just encouraging us to be great women, outside of the sport that we play, just be a great example, keep God first in our lives and just be who we want to be. And also just showcasing that things are possible for women. If you just stick through it and have that great support system that you have, you can get through anything that you could ever imagine.
Has making it to the WNBA been a dream you've always had, or did it become more real when you started college?
I would say it always been a dream, but it became more real in college. Like my dad, he used to train me. Like me and him used to go outside and do a couple of exercises and taking shots outside in the on the concrete garage that we had outside the house. So I mean he instilled it into me, but I really didn't notice it until college when I just kept performing the way I was performing and having, just breaking the records that I did this year and just showcasing myself on and off the court. That's how I was able to see like, hey, this is gonna be something special for me, and the sky's the limit for me with basketball. So I just wanted to take me wherever I want to go and just explore the world with it.
You're from Edison. You played college basketball in Tallahassee. Now you're going to Indiana. I feel like nowadays, so many girls, they want to make it to the league. When I was growing up playing basketball, I'm like, we talked about it, but I feel like that wasn't like a realistic goal. Now a lot of girls
Yeah.
want to make it to the point that you are. What advice would you give them?
I would say, just keep being yourself, and also just hard work pays off. Like if you just keep working hard and stay dedicated to basketball, if it's something that you're really passionate about, you'll just keep going and keep getting better day by day. Like it's not gonna happen in just 1 year. You have to work each and every day to get where you want to be, and also just keeping God in your life. Like He's a big blessing to every single one of us, and we can do anything we want to, if we just have faith in Him. So just keeping Him in first in your life, and just having a great supportive family or friends. Just you never know who just that support system for anyone in particular, but having that support system that just pushes you and keeps you going, that's just going to keep you in and day out, and keep you on top of your goals. That's how you're going to be successful, and always be confident and believe in yourself.
What an inspiration she is to everyone in Early County and across the world of women's basketball. I can confidently say the 229 has a whole lot more of Fever fans after Monday's draft. I know everyone is excited to see what Makayla does in the W. A big congratulations to her.